Good morning. I wanted to do a quick follow-up video to talk about competition night last night. Several of the ladies got together for it wasn't our first match, but our very first match was kind of an intro to competition. We had that back in August to kind of give the ladies a little bit of an inclination as to what competition is. This time, it's the start of a continuation of our matches for Lady Sentinel to build some confidence, to hopefully see more of the ladies get into more competitive sports like IDPA and USPSA and things like that. We host those here at the range, and then there's also places you can go otherwise to check that out as well. So just wanted to do a quick recap on what we experienced last night. So first off, we had 10 ladies actually competing, and I was there, and Chelsea, she's been an RO many times. In fact, been one of my ROs in the past. RO is range officer, and she runs the timer and she runs with you downrange through the stage. And I was so excited to have her. She did a fantastic job keeping everybody safe, reminding them about their trigger finger and, just muzzle direction and all that. And then we had Miss Michelle. She's coming back in from an injury, so she was there for lots of moral support and answering questions. She's competed as well in the past, so just an awesome person to chat with and get some feedback on as well. And then we had our Mr. Phil. I keep putting Mr. and Mrs. in front of everybody, but oh well. Phil, our training manager, was helping us as well, and he's just awesome with making sure things go smoothly, moving gear around, and just making sure that things go right. And it was great to have him. So that was the leadership of the crew. And then we had 10 ladies actually competing, and all Lady Sentinel members. And right now it's just only open to members. And hopefully we'll see women-only matches here at the range that are open to all ladies. But we want to kind of keep it personal right now for just the Lady Sentinel. And as we grow in this all together, then we'll see what happens. This is a learning process for me too. I've only shot 2 competitions in my life, so this is helping me understand the RO process and being a range officer, and just making sure that I run things smoothly in the future if I ever run matches for somebody, of which I'm sure I will. So anyway, so what to expect at a match. I'm just going to highlight a couple things that we encountered last night, so that way we can all grow from them. First off, I'm going to try to give you a big picture here. If you see the barrels in the background, I'm actually in front of let me see if I can do this. So I'm at the shooting line, how you normally see it as you walk into the range. Okay, so there's downrange. So what we do is we take down one of those benches, and we will drag the barrels downrange, and we will set them up downrange in a different configuration. Maybe at some point we'll start using some of these things behind me, like some walls and some other items here. I know it's kind of hard to visualize right now, but we will use some other props to kind of make the stages more dynamic. But what we did was we drug the barrels out. We had a few different barrels. So let me see if I can. So if you're standing at one of the benches looking down range, we had, a barrel up here. So you were shooting at probably about 20 yards or so. And then you went this way and shot at about 15 yards. Came back over this way, and it was about 10 yards or so. And then kind of got downrange here. So you're real close up to sorry for the focus, guys. You're real close up to the target, and all the targets were at the very back of the bay. So you're pretty close there at about 3 or 4 yards. And then from that barrel, you run over here, and then there was 2 barrels side by side, and you were shooting between them. There was basically a little opening between the barrels standing upright, so that way you can shoot through them at the target. So that was the stage, and the ladies crushed it. Okay, I had to get out of the bay because they needed to work on it. So to continue some of the things I was talking about, so everybody got to run the stage twice. And I think that we were able to kind of start working on some of the gaming aspect of it. You know, at first it's just like, just get through the stage, be safe, shoot your gun, see what it's like, have some fun, and just kind of see what it's about. You know, as we went on a couple times, people were having conversations. They were kind of having realizations like, okay, I need to work on my grip, or it's hard for me to keep my magazine in my pocket, and which direction do I need to face my magazine? Should I reload while I'm moving? Should I wait till I have a barrel? Should I tap rack, you know, for malfunctions? There's all kinds of things to learn, and you know, how to shoot distance, and picking up the pace when you're at a closer target, and all of this stuff was coming out last night, and everybody was getting a good idea of what you need to work on. One of the ladies says it's entirely different than you know, just standing at a lane and shooting at a target that's not moving, and you're not moving, and you have all the time. There's nobody following you around with a timer and things like that. So it's a very different mindset shift. And that's absolutely true. I saw some of the ladies that have come to see me for lessons and things like that. I was able to see them apply a lot of the techniques that we've covered, you know, like adjusting their grips and presentation so they could find the dot, and, you know, good posture, and, you know, relaxing your shoulders, and dropping your magazines. And it's just awesome to see. A few ladies drew their gun from a holster, and then anybody that didn't have a holster or wasn't comfortable with that yet, they were able to hold a gun in their hand, loaded and ready to go, but they would just aim it down, and we had like a little sticker on the barrel that they could aim at, so that way they could, you know, whenever the beeper went off, they could, you know, lift the gun up to take their shots and move through the course. So one of the proud moment, one of the ladies said, and this is one of the ladies that's trained with me a little bit, and I could actually see her applying some of the things we worked on. I saw her applying them. You know, she would start to do something and then kind of readjust, and she said at the end, she said, I could hear you in my head the whole time, and I want to be that coach, you know, like I want to be that. I wish that I could talk out loud, and maybe I will next time, you know, maybe I will coach people through it a little bit. I think that would help. So we'll kind of play that game, because right now we're not like sanctioned competition. This is to see what it's like, and, you know, discover what we need to do. So I'm super proud of every single one of you that came. For those of you that didn't come or are interested but kind of scared to do so, I totally get it. We all get it. You should have seen the looks on everybody's faces as we were walking down with all these questions. And, you know, there was a lot of questions in the classroom. We started there, and, you know, everybody was kind of apprehensive to get up and actually walk down. And I was like, all right, let's go, ladies, let's go. So as we were walking down, you know, the faces that everybody had, it was it was concerned. You know, I wasn't concerned, but everybody was very and then the looks on everybody's faces when we were coming back up was absolutely opposite, like just all smiles and high fives. And oh man, there's just nothing better than the community and the support that you get here at the range, and within our community. You know, Chris came down for a little bit. If you guys know Chris Billadou, that guy, he came down for a little bit and was asking questions and high-fiving, and Phil was just a ball of like, hey, that was great, and just keep it up. And it's just a really great place to come in and learn, and be okay with starting from scratch, and be okay with facing some challenges, because we'll help you through it. So look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. We're going to be doing the same stage moving forward a couple times. You know, like I want everybody to kind of do the same stage multiple times, so that way you can compare your times this time to the times next time, and see how you're getting better, and see how you're growing as individuals. You only are competing against yourself. We did go over the top 3 winners, and it's so awesome. But that's not all that this is about. There's definitely competition, and we are competitive people. And, you know, lean into that, because if you're competitive and you see somebody that is shooting a lower time than you, then what does that do for you? It makes you want to be better. So there's nothing wrong with healthy competition, but in any case, we are all we're just competing with ourselves. The last time we did it versus the next time we did it, we want to do better than the last time. So lean into the challenge, keep growing, come back and shoot it again. And if you haven't done it yet, please come in, check it out, because I think you'd be really surprised at how much fun you have and how much you learn. That's it for now. Reach out if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon.